Every morning it rises and every evening it sets. But could it be the solution to our renewable energy problem? Nick Schmitz finds out how you can harness the power of the sun to electrify your home.
The sun is a primary source of energy for lots of things, right? Plants and animals depend on it. We get vitamin D from it. We owe it to ourselves, I think, to find ways of honoring that source and using it to our best benefit.
So Dave, where are we right now? I'm seeing a lot of pallets of solar panels and a lot of equipment.
Yeah, so we're in our warehouse in Lawrence, Kansas, and this is where we keep all of our stock solar modules and other electrical equipment that you need for a solar installation.
And what all do you need for a solar installation?
Obviously you need a solar panel that's going to convert the light from the sun into electricity, but you also need what's called an inverter to convert that electricity from the solar panel into usable electricity that your house uses. Solar panels produce what's called direct current electricity, DC electricity, and that's not the type of electricity that your house uses. So the inverter actually converts that electric current to what's called alternating current, which is what your house uses.
About how many of these panels would I need on the roof of my home if I had, say, an average 3-bedroom house?
So that's a question we get a lot, and it's a really hard question to answer because there's a lot of factors that go into sizing a system. One is, do you have roof faces that face the south? If you have east or west facing roofs, they will produce less power. If you have roofs that are different slopes, that's going to produce a different amount of power. But the average sized solar system is about 7,000 watts or 7 kilowatts. Each one of these panels right here that we're looking at is 360 watts.
Okay.
So essentially 3 of these panels is a kilowatt.
Okay.
So 3 times 7, 21 of these panels would give you a 7-ish kilowatt system.
So Chris, this is a beautiful home, and I am seeing a lot of solar panels on the roof. Can you just talk to me a little bit about the system that you have installed here?
Yeah, the 4 panels that are sitting on the bottom were just installed here almost a year ago in March. The other ones are over almost 5 years old. We moved in 2016, brand new house. This place was brand new. We put the solar in.
And what was it about solar that you were attracted to? Why do you have this system?
Oh, just to save energy costs here of electricity are super expensive compared to where we lived before. And we've always big fans of solar over the years.
Can you sort of walk me through what is this doing that's generating power for my home?
So the solar cells have electrons in them, and the photons from the sunlight actually push those electrons, move those, excite those, and force them out of the layer of silicon to another layer in the silicon, and that action produces the electricity. So each of these cells have to be connected to one another through intercell connections to pass that electricity from this cell to this cell to this cell, and ultimately out of the solar module to your home. And so on the back of the solar module is the place where all of that electricity that is consolidated, and then it comes out of the panel in these wires.
What is this made out of? Is it durable? Is it going to withstand the elements?
These are rated for 1-inch hail at 52 miles per hour, so they are very durable.
Are you able to run your entire house during the day when the sun's out?
Pretty much. Summer times is a lot of energy consumption here in Missouri because of the extreme heat and humidity here.
So you're able to cool your house all summer long with the panels you have on your roof, and you're not taking anything from the grid. There's no utility.
Hardly at all, unless it depends on the overcast of the day. If it's cloudy days, been a lot of thunderstorms, that hinders the amount of solar exposure. But you do get solar exposure during cloudy days. A lot of people don't know that, but it's not 100%.
So what you're saying is that even on a cloudy day, you're still getting some energy production, because a lot of the arguments against solar is that what happens when the sun goes behind a cloud, nobody has any energy, but you're saying that you're still getting some energy production out of these even on a cloudy day?
That's true, and it depends on the cloud, how thick the cloud layer is. You do get some solar energy during a cloudy day.
Dave, if we're talking just cost and dollars spent, at what point do you hit that equilibrium where the cost to install this system equals out with the amount of money you're saving on your utilities?
It depends on the quality of the panel and the price of the installation, obviously. Our systems typically pay back in about 13 or 14 years.
If these are producing a lot of energy, say, and family's not home, we don't have lights on, we're not using it, is there a way to store this energy so that we can use it later?
So there's two ways to sort of store energy. One is if you have a battery backup system installed at your home, you can absolutely store power in that battery system. The other way to store your solar power is through something called net metering. And maybe you've heard about this. This is something that utilities offer as a way of giving you credit for solar power that you push back to the grid. So if your solar system is producing more power than your home is using at any given point in time, that electricity needs to go somewhere. So it actually flows back to the power grid, and your neighbor may get the benefit of some of the power that you're producing from your solar system.
This last summer, our average energy cost was decreased for electricity by about 87%.
Oh, wow. So you have the double bonus of you're not taking energy from the grid, so therefore not being charged for it, but then you're also giving some back, so getting a credit with your utility.
There's quite a few times we get our monthly bill, with the only thing we're paying for is the fees and taxes.
So Dave, what's the environmental impact? If a family has one of these on their home, what are they doing for the environment?
So when you have solar energy, for every kilowatt hour you produce from your solar, that's energy you're not having to get from a power plant that's burning coal to generate that electricity. As more people know about it, as more people have neighbors that have installed a system and are realizing the benefits of it and can give real stories of, I have actually saved money and I'm doing a good thing for the planet, there's going to be somewhat of a snowball effect there.